I'm Kelly.
And I'm Eve.
And welcome to the
Amazon Rap Battle 2013.
Alright, okay. Ready? Fishing in the river basin, everybody's racing. But what are the results? Should we put this to a halt? Urbanization, commercialization, deforestation, habitat alteration, just a few of the things hurting fishing nation. We're putting up dams for energy needs, but domination of nature just seems like greed.
Yeah!
Deep in the dark green Amazon, where the unknown is clearly forgotten, deforestation takes its toll and chips away like a greedy mole. Acres of oil turn to pasture land, decimated by loggers' needy hand. Indigenous cultures displaced and addicted, the scale of justice atrociously slanted. Come one and all, let's join hands and sing together till justice stands.
Yeah!
Amazon is sick with trees, here, there. We've been cutting down those trees forever, mostly along the banks of the river. Now going up the hillside, sending those logs down for a ride. Most of the cutting is illegal, and even if it's legal, it's still illegal. It's a crime, big corporations raping the land, screwing the people. Brazil just relaxed their laws, took all the carrots and the claws. Ecuador's about to do the same. Shame, shame, shame.
Yeah.
There's lots of water in the Amazon, and hydroelectric power can turn the lights on. The Curry Dam on the Tocantins makes the most electricity in the Amazon basin. But a lot of people don't think it's chill because bioaccumulation of mercury will probably kill all the little fishies and humans too. So Chief Rayoni brought his crew to protest the Belmonte Dam and the forced relocation of over 40,000 people in the indigenous community.
Chapter 32, which is ecotourism. People travel down to see the animism. Within the chapter there are three situations. Win-win, lose-win, and lose-lose causation. Win-win is when both the environment and business succeed. Win-lose is when one conquers and the other is in need. Like in parks that make the natives have to leave, when the business prosper and the coastal reef grieves. Lose-lose, for example, is when the business become ample and the reef become trampled and the tourists no longer sample that culture because the original interest is gone. Is this boring? Does my rap make you yawn? The negative impacts from biodiversity loss, the positive impact is on infrastructure and GDP, boss.
Well, the animal trade, it's kind of whack, especially when you're taking a monkey, macaw, and macaque. Ungrateful Americans, and Europeans too, taking animals from their habitat and selling them to you. You think that your pet is just no big deal? It's illegal in most states. That's really real. The indigenous people rely on these animals when you sit on the couch eating your danimals. Since 1972, illegal trade is slowed, thanks to CITES, who's upped the punishment load. Illegal wildlife trade impacts species each year, so don't be a part of the industry here.
Sugar cane in your brain, I'm spitting insane. And slave labor in the fields are more the work, the more the yield. Slaving since the 1550s, expanding through the 1960s. Cutting down the forest real swiftly. The industry is acting real nifty. Brazil is the leader in sugar cane production to feed the US and European consumption. 40% of global exports. Brazil calling themselves the sugar cane experts. From the shores of Sao Paulo, all the injustice, yes it will follow. Modern day slave labor, it's hard to swallow. Infant mortality is a reality. All these thoughts in my head are crowding me. When I rap to the people, they asking me how to be. Lend a helping hand to the situation. I say the problem isn't there, it's in your own nation.
Deforestation destroying the nations in the Amazon basin by overharvesting the trees for our never unrelenting desires. With chainsaws and even controlled forest fires, we need timber products, land for our cattle. But this ain't just a battle, it's a human rights battle. We're stepping on nations with their degradation. It's time we start fighting back with legislation.
Yeah.
There
There are people in the streets cleaning up after the rich and the poor man's job to take the urban sickness. Brazil's development lacked an industrial plan, and so the waste from the cities took over the land. Father of the poor rethought the industry. Vargas closed the loop of stimulating policy. The UN took action, as did the United States, but the country's waste had a different fate. An emergency was called in Porto Alegre. Because the urban landfills had begun to fray, the poor were getting sick while the rich were getting rich. Rivers were green and gray because the landfills had begun to fray. And so the government tried to take a stand to keep the waste from contaminating the land, so the people joined in hand and brought their waste down to 1 pound.
Whoa.
Coca eradication has overtaken the Amazonian nation. Used for hundreds of years, now suddenly the U.S. instills fear of the harmless leaf believed to cause beef of health of the users. This is a false accusation affecting the indigenous population who needs the leaf to survive, cultivate, not get high.